What it do, y'all? We back with another episode of Wrestling with Exotics, and today we're going to be talking about AEW Full Gear. This was one hell of a pay-per-view, man. I definitely enjoyed this one more than I did last year's, and this one actually had some potential matches of the year, and I was actually real excited to see it. What was your overall take on this year's pay-per-view?
Overall, I thought this was pretty cool. Like, I don't know if it was the hardcore setting between certain matches or the fact that we saw interesting tag teams like Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega teaming up against the Young Bucks, or even the fact that ladder match, or even the fact that they had, my dog MJF in the main event going against another dog in himself, Jay White. But I feel like everything, like you said, way better than last year. AEW is slowly but surely captivating on all the momentum, making the right turns in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about our first match, Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. Finally, Orange Cassidy gets some payback against Jon Moxley, because if you guys have been following, you know Jon Moxley has been beating him down. It's damn near sickening to watch, and I can't believe that Orange Cassidy as a man could withstand the beatings that he's withstood from Jon Moxley, bro. But overall, I was happy to see Orange Cassidy get this win and finally stamp himself so that way he can start feeling normal again in the ring. He was saying he don't feel right until he beat Jon Moxley. And I can feel him on that, especially the ways that he's been losing and getting done up. The man is serious about his respect. What'd you take away from that match?
I took away that he was desperate to beat Jon and that he was doing everything in his power to beat Jon. I don't know if the next time, if he faces him, he's going to be so easy on trying to not cheat and stuff like that, because I feel like at this point he just wants to make a point against Jon. Like, I'm better than you. I'm gonna beat you no matter what.
Definitely.
You won't beat me again, type shit.
Right, and I feel like Jon Moxley is going to up the ante next time they face off against each other for sure. Like, nah, bro, you embarrassed me at Full Gear. You can tell Jon Moxley is not a fan of public embarrassment. Like, don't play with that, man. He just gonna come back even crazier.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next match. Up next, we're going to be talking about the Toni Storm versus Shida match. Toni Storm was able to reclaim the AEW Women's Championship in a great showing against Shida. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this. I was low-key expecting Shida to go over. Not for any reason in particular, but just because I don't know, I didn't think that they was going to be putting this much stock into Toni Storm, especially with this new gimmick, which I absolutely love.
Well, I think that's the reason why they do it, because they love the gimmick and they want to see it prosper. And a good way to make a gimmick really prosper is to put a championship behind it.
And you gotta just tip your cap to her and be proud of her, because, like, yo, when she was in NXT, everybody was saying she's bland, she ain't got no character, this and that, she can't do this and that. And sure enough, bro, she's showing you that, okay, she's got that sports entertainment side. She can pull the audience, in her direction, and on top of that, she can back it up with legible ring wrestling, which is dope, bro. And like I said, I love this character so fucking much. Like, she's pulling fruit out of her fucking ass and coochie and eating it on live television and handing it to the ring announcer and making the nigga eat it with her. So, like, yo, like, she's doing a phenomenal job. She's fucking, watch out for the shoe. She keep a shoe tucked, and she's hitting these bitches with it. Like, I love, like, all these little tidbits that she's adding onto this character, and it's working out in her favor. And you guys see, now she's AEW World Women's Champion. So, shout out to Toni Storm, man.
Next up on Wrestling with Exotics, we're going to be discussing how Hangman certifiably stamped Swerve Strickland as a main eventer in AEW's ranks. And this match was crazy from beginning to end. Hangman didn't have a real entrance. Yeah, Prince Nana came.
He literally just ran out there and just got bucked.
Yeah. And Prince Nana came and got the crowd turned one out, but Swerve and with the dances, but he swerved when he drive. But Hangman swerved when he hit the fuck out of Swerve. He punched him so hard, then with the crazy ass buckshot Larry, then he started saying, let's get the weapons involved. So
yeah, early going at the beginning of the match, Hangman was definitely turning up, and I felt like he was holding so much anger because earlier in this feud, Swerve Strickland went to Hangman's house and was hovering over his baby while he was in the crib and all type of stuff, just doing freaky shit around a nigga house that you shouldn't be doing when a nigga not home, obviously. So Hangman was holding a lot of that anger, and he took it all out on Swerve Strickland. Pause. But as I told you guys at the beginning of the show, there was some potential matches of the year, and this was definitely one of them. In my opinion, this was match of the year. They did everything humanly possible that you can do to a human being in a wrestling ring that's legal. They used several different types of glass. They used miles of barbed wire, glass, staple gun. Like at one point, Swerve was just like, yo, these staples don't even hurt no more, and started stapling himself. Like, yo, this match was just so impressive, and every time you thought it was gonna be an end to it, it just kept getting crazier and crazier. And to be real with y'all, if Brian Cage and Prince Nana wasn't out there, I don't think Swerve would have won in this condition. I think he would have won, but I felt like he would have had to work a lot harder. And with that being said, I don't really think the interference by Brian Cage and Prince Nana really did too much to Hangman. But at the same time, it's always a consistent factor because that happened in the match. So you can blame a little bit of something on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Hangman was out there all by himself. He had no factors to
exactly
contest with, to help him or anything.
Exactly, bro. And Hangman was just thugging it out throughout the entire match, and I just thought it was ironic how he hung Jon Moxley and you was making a mockery out of Jon and all that shit, and then sure enough, Swerve hangs him. And I know somewhere Dr. Umar was like,
yes, brother. Yes.
Get him. Get that nigga. So yeah, man, that was a great match in my opinion. Match of the year for sure. Next on Wrestling with Exotics, we got the Full Gear ladder match where Ricky Starks and Big Bill retain their AEW Tag Team Championships, and I just thought this was the right call, bro. I feel like for some reason they just fit these titles, and at the same time, I feel like it's giving them kind of like the respect that they deserve. And yeah, and it's cool to just watch them beat up on other niggas. Like Ricky comes with the experience, and then Big Bill obviously has experience, but he comes in with that
like he's the
with that brutalizing factor. Yeah, he's the muscle. You know what I mean? And yo, he's beating niggas up, no cap, bro. Like I wish he had this aggression in WWE. He probably would have worked out a lot better. But you could tell he was still coming into his way. I mean, like his body wasn't even this type of shape when he was in WWE. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just cool to see the involvement of both these guys, and I can't wait to see Ricky Stark get into that actual like world title picture. Like, you know, this is the only belt that I'm competing for. Like, I'm not less than this, you know, because I think he's better than these tag team belts for real. What'd you think about their match?
I thought it was crazy. They did a lot of insane spots. Brody King, you're a wild guy, man. You be trying to break people in half.
That's my nigga right there, boy.
He's a future AEW World Champion.
It's a little hard for me to see that, only because usually niggas of his stature, they don't give those type of opportunities, and if they do, it's not for long. But I would love to see that myself, bro, and I know he'll hold it down.
He'll do crazy shit, bro. It's like, I feel like with him, it's only a matter of time because he's running Malachi and Buddy Matthews' tutelage, so like he's learning from them, and he's kind of like a hybrid big man. He does a cannonball in the ring, he can flip around a little bit, and at the same time, he does have that ability to turn on that gear to where he can silence somebody in the match and let them have no offense. In conclusion of AEW Full Gear, we had the main event with Maxwell Jacob Friedman taking on the Switchblade Jay White for the AEW World Championship. But I cannot forget to mention Max ended up needing help from Samoa Joe on that pre-show, taking on the Guns for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship that he previously won with Adam Cole. But we all know Adam Cole's injured, so Max needed a ringer for this match. Samoa Joe ended up helping him, and they got the dub, but he did not really win in the end because he ended up getting his knee, or quote unquote, or ankle, wherever you view the placement, or I don't know if that really
they put a chair, they put a steel chair on MJF's ankle, jumped off the top rope and smashed his ankle. And then next thing like they did a little damage to his knee, but it wasn't crazy for it to be wrapped up the way it was when he came back to the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was a little confused, and when I see Max come back, I was like, yeah, let the cat begin, because he's about to win this match. I don't know I don't know how, I don't know why, but he's definitely about to win this match. I was telling my girl, she was all like, oh yeah, he's done. I was like, yeah, it's real early in the show. Just, you know, hold on. He'll figure out a way to come right. He'll figure out a way to get involved in this match again. I knew for sure there was no way in hell he was leaving his future up to Adam Cole, who was more hobbled than he was. Yeah. So I was like, yo, but I still enjoyed seeing Adam Cole come out there and do his whole intro and all that shit. You know what I mean? Had a good time, but other than that, it was like, nah, man, nah.
Never, not a chance in hell. How you feel? How you feel about this, man?
I thought this match was capped, bro. Like, this match literally had me contemplating on if I want to watch AEW after this. Like, to be real, I enjoyed this entire pay-per-view up until this point. It was a layup for Jay White to win this match, and for whatever reason, he did not. Like, bro, you had every opportunity, and I don't blame Jay White at all for none of it. I blame MJF, and it's like, bro, you want to be this big sports entertainer and prove that you got this range and all that. All right, well, then give that belt up, and let's see who you are without the belt again. Because niggas is forgetting who you really is without that belt. A square bob nigga that just be bitching and complaining and moaning for opportunities. Well, shit, that's how it was when you didn't have this belt. You just built this new character. So I want to see you continue to build this new character and drop that belt. Let's see that. You got Ric Flair there. Maybe Ric Flair can manage you and get you back into the spotlight. But at this point, bro, you can't keep going over these top wrestlers in the industry. It's not going to bode well for you, bro. You're already looking like a little bit of Roman Reigns to me. This nigga has cheated in most of his matches more than he's actually won clean, which is insane, bro. But you're out here calling yourself the GOAT. I don't want to hear that shit. John Cena went out there and wrestled every match with no fucking help and only wrestled for the World Heavyweight Championships and was doing his thing. That's the GOAT, bro. That's what real niggas do. What you and Max is on is a whole lot of cap.
I fuck with it.
Of course you do. I'm happy you do, man. But I'm not getting no real enjoyment out of this. I've been cool. I've been a good sport. I've been coming on this show every week and tipping my cap to Max, giving him his credit when due. But it's like, all right, bro. It's the same way you feel about Seth Rollins. It's time to give it up, bro. We done seen it for so long. You can only do so much. You only elevated it so high. And check this out. 2 niggas have held your belt in the process of this title reign. What nigga you know is doing to Roman Reigns what has been happening to MJF? You got CM Punk parading around as the AEW champion, and then you get robbed for your AEW championship and can't get it back for months from Jay White. So it's like, yo,
got it back though.
Months, weeks, it don't matter. At the end of the day,
where's it at right now?
At the end of the day, there's been multiple fake figures taking over your spot. So it's like, bro, like, come on, just give that shit up already, bro. You can always get it back if you're really that guy. And I heard that he quietly re-signed with AEW again. So it's like, come on, bro. Give that shit up. Jay White definitely should have won this match. That was a bad decision on AEW's part.
Yeah, I'll give this match a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's which Max ever got hurt. If he got hurt with a 5 out of 5 stars.
2. That's what I give it. 2 stars. A whole lot of fucking cap. Whole lot of cap. When I seen that nigga pop up and do the kangaroo kick, I was like, turn this shit off. What the fuck is this, dude?
He knew what direction it was
Your knee's supposed to be damn near tore up. It's supposed to be damn near impossible for you to fucking wrestle. But not only did you wrestle, but you damn near wrestled an entire hour. Like, are you serious? On one bad wheel, bro? Your ankle fucked up and your knee fucked up. You did not sell that injury correctly. You selling that injury correctly would have been you losing that match. You know how many fucking dragon corkscrews that Jay White did to him? Didn't make no sense on this earth why MJF walked out of there as champion, bro. It just don't sit right with me. And that's why I'm like, yo, I might not watch AEW again until they have a new AEW champion. I mean, I'll probably only watch it just to watch Jon Moxley and see what Orange Cassidy doing. Not to see them fight together, but just see what their story arcs is doing. But other than that, man, I'm not really interested in anything MJF got going on from here on forth because it's a whole lot of cap, bro. This was a whole lot of cap. This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
You over this shit, man?
Hell yeah, bro. Any nigga that's a fan of him should be embarrassed. That's how you win. That's your champ. I feel like the nigga in Wakanda. This is your king. That's how he rocking. Come on now. And you seen the nigga getting the fucking spike drilled into his ass, and he telling the doctor, "Come on, man, you gotta take me out to dinner first." Nigga eating fucking dill pickles and crying after the fucking pay-per-view. Ryan, this is your champ. Could never be mine, bro. The nigga cap, bro. Fuck out of here. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Fuck out of here, dude.
Sounds like that.
Yeah, but like we told you guys at the beginning of the show, overall this was a great pay-per-view, man. They did their thing real thorough, and I didn't even feel like I was watching a 5-hour event. You know, it all ran real smoothly, had good match pace. Everything was going great until that last match on the card.
I can't say the same. I loved it from start to finish. I support. But anytime I see dun 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 and the show goes off, we know we did something right. Ain't that right, man? Showtime. That was your city, LA. Did it for you guys. Yeah.
This shit is whack, bro. This has been another episode of Wrestling with the Exotics, the greatest wrestling podcast on YouTube. We appreciate everybody out there for tuning in. Make sure you guys also like, comment, and subscribe on this shit, man. Tell your friends about it. And at the same time, go check out our shop at pcfshop.myshopify.com. We got some gear on there for all the players around the world. Yeah, heard me. Again, it's your boy, the Franchise Kid, Franchise Jerry, and I got my dog with me.
I think I need a PGY, but you can call me Cam.
Peace.